Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Mr. Ranking Member and members of the subcommittee. Thank you so much for the opportunity to testify today on behalf of the American Trucking Associations. It's a privilege to be with you as you consider protections for independent contractors, or as we call them, ICs. Protecting the rights of ICs is vital for our drivers, our industry, and the broader economy. In trucking, being an IC puts the individual in the driver's seat, both literally and figuratively. Truckers choose the IC model because it gives them economic opportunities and flexibility. It enables them to run their own businesses, to select their own routes, and oftentimes make more money. Here are a couple of examples. Pamela Wilday is a trucker from Pennsylvania who became an IC a decade ago because it gave her the time that she needed to raise her daughter and also to be a caregiver for her family. Her income has lifted her family's fortunes and enabled them to buy a home. Lou Alcone is an IC trucker from Minnesota. He grew up in South Sudan and came to the U.S. as an orphaned refugee. He earned his commercial driver's license, became a company driver, and eventually purchased his own truck. He calls it his American dream, and he looks forward to passing his business on to his son one day. Across the nation, there are hundreds of thousands of stories like these. These ICs do what they do. It's because it's what they want to do. We know from BLS data that ICs overwhelmingly approve of their work arrangement. More than 80% approve of this, and less than 10% are interested in being employees. There are not a lot of 80-20 issues out there, so this isn't surprising for our industry because we know that drivers earn good livings while retaining freedom to decide when and where they work. But unfortunately, their way of life is under attack from policymakers at both the federal and state levels. The Biden administration rewrote the standard for classifying ICs under the Fair Labor Standards Act, replacing what was a fairly straightforward test from the first Trump administration with one that significantly muddied the waters. The Secretary of Labor recently took steps to rescind this Biden-era rule, and we strongly welcome this and urge the department to move quickly to reinstate the standard from the first Trump administration. But changing standards from administration to administration pose significant compliance issues for everyone. To ensure that ICs can continue to engage in their chosen vocations, we need legislative solutions urgently. And one such solution is the Modern Worker Empowerment Act, which, if enacted, would codify essentially the common sense framework from the first Trump administration, make it easier for everyone to know how the law applies. Congress must also reject threats to ICs, such as the PRO Act, which would double down on California's failed experiment of AB 5, which has been disastrous for ICs in that state. In closing, trucking has been described as the backbone of America's economy. We have America's backs. The administration has made clear that they have our backs on this issue, and now we ask for you to have our backs. Stand ready to work with Congress on this, and I look forward to your questions. Thank you.